Okay.
What, that's not gonna be in there though, innit?
You hope not.
Like, I feel like the drill thing is just gonna turn back into the grime thing, bro. You get me? And then the grime thing is gonna have more space, but they're not gonna call it grime, but it's grime though. Drill's grime anyway. I think grime's where it's at, bro. I'm gonna push grime to the day that I die, because I think grime is literally the best genre, bro.
Gotta be the youngest to do it.
Yeah, youngest ever to be on Load of the Mics. Yeah, bro. One of them ones. 2 young MCs swinging it out, having a time of their lives on Load of the Mics. History.
Let's talk about the rap game then.
Since the rap game's finished, I've had hundreds of people come up to man on road and say, yo, I feel like you should have won, bro.
Yo, Curtis.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Convos with Curtis. Today I'm with someone that I call the Prince of Grime because he's flying the flag from an early age. Welcome to the podcast, my bro, t.roadz. How are we, bro?
Yeah, glad to be here, blood.
Thank you for being here.
Only right.
How's things?
There?
How's life treating you?
Good, man. Same old.
Rap
Can't
game.
complain. Cannot complain, bro.
Flying the flag for Grime.
Trying.
Trying. No, you're doing very well, bro.
No, respect.
But I can't lie, off camera, you're just playing some exclusives. There's a lot of Afro swing, kind of auto-tune stuff going on.
Yeah.
Just before we get into your backstory, how does Afro swing tie into grime in terms of you doing auto-tune hooks on grime music?
You know what it is, fam? I just feel like I'm getting to a point in my career, yeah, where, like, I'm grime, innit? You get me? Like, man, I've established I'm grime. Like, when you think of t.roadz, you think of grime, you get me? So I just feel like anything I touch, it's grimy anyway, because I'm grime, you get me? So, because I have that aura, anything I touch is going to have that aura on it naturally, you get me? So,
Do you think that comes down to your flow?
I think it's just, yeah, the flow, like, the essence, like, the way, man, like, attack, spitting, but like the way I think about music, bro, is I've got like a grime mentality, bro. You get me? Like when I hear a beat, you get me? Like I think to destroy that beat. You get what I'm trying to say? Like a lot of mans think like to make tune. Like I'm still trying to make songs, but when I'm making that song, I'm trying to make the best song I've ever made because it's that grime mentality. When you go on a set, you're trying to be the best in the room type shit. You get me? So I think that's what it is, though.
You've always had the mentality of being the best in the room when the microphone's in your hand. I've noticed that since you was a young boy and you was doing grime sets, like you're walking into that set like you own it.
Facts.
I want to roll all the way back to the start of how you got into music and your influences coming into music.
So yeah, my pops, man. I got a large up my pops still, car. I was in. I called when I think of it, like I grew up in a grime household, innit? You get me? Cause my dad was a grime DJ, grime producer. You get me? So we had a studio in the yard. Always MCs in the yard. You get me? Like bare my cousins with MCs and that. You get me? Like that type shit. You get me? So I just grew up around that. You get me? So like things like writing and that I was always doing, like just naturally, because I seen everyone. Like man used to link. Like I got one cousin and that man used to go to my auntie's house with my cousin and we'd be like. My auntie would tell us clean the yard, yeah, and we'd be like singing, like freestyling and that, like about the shit that we're putting away and that, if that makes sense. So man's like, yo, I'm putting the bottle in the cupboard. I'm going to grab that. You get what I'm saying? Like, man would just be like taking the piss and that. But from young, I've always like had that like little music, like, you get me? But it was normal to man. And then, yeah, fam. One day I just started, but like, I just thought, fuck it. Let me just do it, man.
Can you remember recording your first song?
Yeah. R.I.P. Major. I was with Major.
Shout
still.
out Major, man. Legend in Birmingham.
He was in man's youth club and that still.
Yeah.
Fucking, yeah, fam. I remember, cause you see at the time, you see in man's area, there was a gang in it called TSM. You get me? And yo, these man used to be in the studio every week. You get me? And one of the oldest from my block, like that went to my school, Stasi, entertainer, and that now large him up. You get me? But these man, he was like the local rapper innit at the time. He quit music now, but he was like the local rapper at the time innit. So he's like, yo, come to studio. I gone studio. I remember the bare man in the studio, you get me? Gone in there now, fucking done my thing and that now. And then that's when I like realised like, yo, like, bare man were gassing man up and that, fam, you get me? And then after I'm getting told like, these man don't even usually let other people in the booth and that, bro, you get me? But there was rating man's thing and like, yo, from there, I dropped it. And then, yeah, bro, I just kept doing it, bro. I thought, yeah, like, it's the one.
How old was you then?
12.
Bro, do you think you're the youngest MC in Birmingham to ever drop a tune?
I don't know, you know. I don't know. I'd have to do my research and let you know, but
I don't know anyone younger than 12 that was dropping music, bro.
fuck knows, bud. I was just doing my thing, bro. Do you get me? Like, and you know, at the time, I didn't feel like a 12-year-old, fam. I felt like a big man, bro. Like, I felt like I could bar with anyone, fam. Like, literally.
So talk to me about your first bit of recognition when people started realising who t.roadz was.
You know what it is? It's weird for me, cause it comes in stages, and it, cause like I remember like the first time like I clocked that I was t.roadz. Cause I don't know if the people will know in it if they've watched other podcasts and stuff in it. You get me? But I talk about this quite a lot. But man never actually like sat there one day and thought, yo, I'm gonna do music. You get me? Like I've just always done it. You get me? Like I've always wrote and that. You get me? So then when I've started showing people naturally, that's when I've started to clock onto things. So I come about because I showed a girl in school my bar. She's told me come out to the playground. I've spat it to everyone now. She's recorded it, made my Insta that I've got today, put it on Instagram. The freestyle started booming off and that, bro. So then these times I don't even have a phone and that. You get me? Like I ain't even got a phone. So I remember what's it called? Like she's told me she was gonna do it, and but I didn't know that it was gonna boom off or nothing. You get me? Then I remember on the walk to school the next day, bro. You get me? Like people are calling me t.roadz and that, like. And like I've gone into school and everyone's like rapping the bars to me, reciting the bars, like everyone's singing the freestyle. I'm thinking, bro, like the girl's showing me like the views are going off and that. You get me? I'm saying swear down, like. And from there it's like I was automatically t.roadz, like literally, like. And then I just ran with it, bruv. Literally, I ran with it. Car, I love the music anyway, so why not? You get me?
Well, that name's stuck ever since. Everyone knows t.roadz now.
Basically.
I remember pulling up to you, yeah, at McDonald's, where we're from, which we won't talk about on camera. But
Everyone knows where I'm from, though, man. I don't care.
I linked you at McDonald's, bro, and there's cars pulling up saying, yo, T. Like, it's like you're a bit of a hood celebrity there.
Something like that. You know what it is, like, because from young, anyway, like, whilst I've been doing the music thing, like, I was out anyway. Like, everyone sees me anyway. Like, you know me and it, you get me? So, it's just one of them things, fam. Like, I just run with it, blood. I love it. I love it still. It's one of them.
I want to talk about grime sets because when we was growing up, well, when I was a little bit younger than you are now, grime sets were a massive thing. You would go to venues, everyone would be just passing the mic around, just shelling down grime beats. You'd have a DJ on spinning grime beats. What was your first experience of being in a light? Because it's all right going mad on the internet and people sharing your stuff and that, but when MCs actually took you in as the young kid that you was, how was that? Talk me through your first grime set.
So my first ever grime set, yeah, I remember. So at this point, I think I was like 12. I was still like the same age. It's around the same time of the freestyle coming out and stuff. And I think I did a local like freestyle called Heat Seeker and that. But I hadn't got nothing big at this time in it. But there was a open invite Risky Roads 0121 set for some documentary thing and that. You get me? And my dad showed it me. He said, "Yo, I'm gonna take you there. Like you're gonna go there and that." And like at this point, like I don't know how to explain it. Like you see, like grime and like grime sets and all of that. Like I've been watching them for years, and at this point in time, I've been watching them for years, and I know about it. But like you see, because I've been brought up on it, like I don't know it as grime in it. I just know it as like what it is, if that makes sense. Like I've just been watching it, so like I just identify it as like man spitting together, like type shit. But it's not until like man started barring, and then my dad's showing man like, "Yo, this is a grime set. I'm gonna take you there," and then that's when like I've started to feel the culture. Like the culture's got a certain energy. You get me? I remember when I've gone there, I've like that first ever set. I think there was bare MCs there. Hitman, that's where I first met Ash, Trappy, South Success, fucking who was there? Bare man, like the whole Brum scene. Like I remember there was bare enough man there. Too many names to mention. You get me? Fucking and yeah, blood. Man just went up there, done my thing. Everyone's gassing me and that, bro. Man's just this little youth, bro. You get me? Like you know them days there, yeah. I remember when I used to go in sets, them days there, it was like I used to feel a certain energy, like man's looking at me like, what are you doing here? And it like, who's brought their little brother, or you get me, like type shit. And then I touch mic, and then after that it would be like mad, bro. You get me? Like mans are just gassing man and then that's when I just, you get me, started to feel man's thing and just thought, yo, I need to be at every set, everywhere, bro. Like I need to show, fam. You get me? Literally. Literally.
So you've done the grime sets, you're 12, 13 years old. What's your introduction to recording music then? Because as we know, I'm an engineer. That's a whole different process.
You know what it is?
So MCs would pick up the mic and they'd shell down a set with the hardest 16 bar. But there's a difference between doing that and making a song in the studio.
I think, bruv, you know, it sounds mad, like, not mad to say, but like, you know, everything with me, fam, it's just been so natural, fam. Like, obviously, I believe God already has everyone's path written and it type shit. You get me? So like, yo, like everything for me has just fell in place. So like, when I think about it, like around them times when I was doing the freestyles and the heat seeker and all that, like I was writing tunes like fast and that, bro. You get me? Like, when I was doing something called Levi's Music Project with Mist, like it was like a project where they would like, it was like artist development basically, you get me? But I was like you get me? And I was allowed into it, you get me? And yeah, fam, like they would teach us how to write songs and that. It was Misty come down for 2 weeks, like it was just showing man bare stuff. We had Steel Bangles come down, JK come down, Shadow, Stardom, like enough man still. But yeah, they was just teaching us bare things. And I remember I wrote a tune called Fast. So I think that was probably my first introduction to writing songs, actually, was that little project there, you get me? But then even before that, like I was writing like grimy tunes. I had a tune called Anthem, you get me? Which was just like a grimy tune with a catchy hook and that, you get me? I just think, because I've been digesting music from the day I was born, I feel like it's just natural to me. Like I've just got, I don't know, man. I don't know what it is. I can't even explain it to you. But
Like music's installed in you.
literally, I genuinely think it's my purpose, bro. Like, I don't see any other purpose for not any other purpose for me in life, but like, you get me? Like that's my like,
that's what you do.
That's my
Yeah,
path,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
You get me? Like that's my path. Like genuinely, like it's too ironic, too many coincidences and that have just happened in man's life. Like really and truly, I'm not even like, I didn't even choose to be here where I am right now. Like everything that's happened in my career has just happened. You get me? Like, and if I'm being 100% honest, like I haven't like worked, like I've worked hard, but I haven't worked on my 100% hardest, you get me? Like I've literally just been going with it and it's just been happening. So that's why I feel like it's my purpose.
Do you feel like you're working to 100% of your ability now?
Now is the time where I'm fully switched on. Like I think now 2024 t.roadz is the best version of t.roadz that has ever existed, fam. And when I start dropping music, bro, man, are gonna know that, like, for real, fam.
How many songs have you got in the vault?
How many songs have I got?
Because I've heard so many exclusives.
Bruv.
We just passing here and there. You come to the studio now and again. You're playing me this. You're playing me that.
Bruv.
It's versatile. You've got Afro swing songs. You've got grime
put it
songs.
like
You've got
this.
drill songs.
Put it like this: I'm in the studio every single day, Monday to Friday. You get me? Every time I go studio, I make a tune, bro, or I write a bar, or I write a freestyle, or something. You get me? Every time I go studio, you get me? So,
Well, if you do the maths on that, it's a lot of music.
and I've been doing music for 7 years now,
Yeah.
fam.
Yeah.
So yo,
What's your next plan to drop music? Like, where do you want to divert it from here? Because I want to talk about the fact that you're flying the flag for grime heavily, and so are a few other people from Birmingham, but you are really flying the grime flag. But you're making other music at the same time. So where do you navigate now? Like, where
I'm
do you go
tryna-
from that?
sounds mad, fam. Like it sounds like I'm a madman, not a madman, but like I'm trying to open up a new
All
doorway.
genius is a madman. You
Yeah,
know
facts
that.
though, facts though. I'm trying to open up a new avenue in the scene for just music, bro.
Mhm.
You get me? Like, I don't, like, I'm grime in it. I'm grime, I'll rep that to the day that I die in it, you get me? But you see, when I make an Afrobeat tune, I don't see it as Afrobeats, you get me? Because I'm grime. You get what I'm trying to say? I see it as like a fusion, you get me? But then what do we call it then? You get me? But like, you see that whole thing, I don't really like genres, you get me? So to say. When I make music to make music, bro. You get me? I may have influences, you get me? I grew up on bare different music, you get me? I may have influences, but I feel like I want to open up an avenue where my music's just music, bro. You don't know what to call it, fam. It's just t.roadz. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't want to go into like, I don't want to be pigeonholed into something. You get me?
Do you feel like grime puts you in a box?
Yeah and no. Yeah and no. Because some of the biggest ever artists that have been in the UK, like Stormzy, have been grime artists, you get me? But they've navigated through other genres, you get me? I think with grime, it's a thing where it's like, if you can do grime, you can do anything. Like, that's the way I generally see it. I feel like grime is like one of them things because there's so many levels to grime. You got the clashing aspect, you get me? You got the set aspect, you got the dub aspect, you got the just tune aspect, you get me? Like, there's bare different aspects to grime. There's even grime gallem tunes and grime rave tunes and grime party tunes. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, there's bare different things within grime in it. So I feel like any grime MC that I know personally, I know that they can do anything. You get me? Any genre, any like, you get me? Because it just gives that, I feel like it's just like a superpower, bro. You get me? Like, G shit, like a superpower, you get me? So yeah, my next direction is just to give them music and let people call it what they want to call it, bro. But me, I don't have no genre, bro. Because I even have 140 BPM the music, yeah, that could be classed as grime, that it's not grime, bro.
Yeah, it's evolving now.
You get what I'm trying to say? Like, so it's just music, bro. Like, that's my thing, literally.
So, if you're flying the flag for grime, but you're making loads of other genres, if we talk about your next release strategy, how does that look?
Grime.
Is
But you know what it is? You know what it is, though, yeah? God's honest truth. See them tunes that I'm playing to you, like, before we started this podcast? It's grimy to me, bro.
It is grimy. Your flows are grimy.
Like, the tunes
your delivery is grimy. Other than the hooks, it's all grimy.
Facts. Like, I'm sitting here and I'm telling you that it's grime because I see it as grime because I am grime in it. But the people can decide that, fam. Because 9 times out of 10, the tunes that I'm dropping, they're not actually grime. You get me? If man are being like, you get me? If man are giving it a name, you get me? But I'm grime, so you can't tell me it's not grime, fam. You get me? Like, it's as simple as that.
Why do you think grime never got to the place that it should be?
Because it never evolved. When I sit here and think of grime right now, I think of Wiley, I think of Kano, I think of Gets. When I think of Birmingham grime, I think of C4, I think of Triller, I think of... You get me? Daps, JK. I think it's a thing where, like, there was no after. We never gave it the after. And then because things like drill and that come around, that's the way that it evolved, innit? You get me? But I feel like, yeah, like, we're stuck in the past with grime. You get me? So when the mans that are coming out now and saying that they're trying to revive grime and grime's still going, we don't want to hear you no more because we've been hearing you for 15, 20 years. You get what I'm
doing
trying to say?
the same
Like,
thing, yeah.
Literally, like, we need to hear that new gen, that new hunger, that new... But the new youths have got that within drill now. You get me? So it's like... But even now, God's honest truth, I feel like, you see with the drill thing, you see the way it's going. First off, it started with that drilly drill, like that 6-7, Harlem Spartan. Like, it had a certain sound, you get me? Man had to be talking mad and rare. Then it evolved a bit, you get me? Then it evolved again to like the melodic drill, you get me? Where you've got mans like Central C, but then you've got RDs and fucking different people coming into the market where they're not even from the roads, you get me? So it's opening it up now, you get me? And then it just went left with all that sample drill and so it's not road music anymore, you get me? Yeah. And then even now, I'm seeing like neo soul drill beats and
R and drill
and grime drill and... Bro, it's like, I feel like the drill thing is just going to turn back into the grime thing, bro. You get me? And then the grime thing is going to have more space, but they're not going to call it grime, but it's grime though. Drill's grime anyway. It's 140 BPM.
So I was going to say, drill is like commercialised grime, if you think about it, because we're at 140 BPM or roundabout. It's got the same drum pattern for those that don't know that are listening. Yeah. It's very, very similar. Facts. It's just created in a different way.
Facts.
Do you think grime had a big influence on drill?
Grime had a big influence on everything. But yeah, definitely. Facts. Like, it's the same blueprint, essentially. You get me? Like, even with like certain things like the groundworks and that, they're sets, bro. Like certain ciphers and that, it's sets, bro. You get me? Like, it's the same blueprint, it's music. But you see the problem that I see with it anyway, personally, it's like drill is a narrow market in the sense that you gotta be a bad boy. You get me? Like, you see when you think of drill, there's a certain dress code, there's a certain aura, there's a certain topic, you get me? That makes people fall into like certain categories and like it's got that certain energy to it, drill. You get me? You see, whereas with grime, you had people like Gets and that talking the madness, talking the road shit, Criminal, like them greasy artists. Then you had man like Discarder, bro. You'll see at the pub, fam. You get me? On the weekend, you get me? And you've got mans like who else? Like, there's Socks, you get me? Who, get me? Big up Socks, fam.
Yeah, Socks needs to come and sit down with me, I can't lie.
He's just a normal geezer, bro. He's just a normal bloke, fam. You get me? Like, grime gave anybody anybody ability, bro. You got Gallim like Leisha and Lady Likes and Lady Shocker, and you get me, like there's all different types of MCs within Grime. A man can come on Grime and talk about anything, bro. You get me? You got youths that come on Grime and talk about fucking Vader's got a bar where he talks about going to your mum on a Sunday weekend and he's just naming bare food and that. You get me? Like, mans can talk about the maddest shit on Grime, bro. Fucking Discarder, the Waterboy bar and that. You get what I'm trying to say? Like,
that was mad.
You
and it was killing sets everywhere, bro.
You get what
That
I'm
was.
saying?
He was
But
getting instant
anybody,
wheel up, but he's
Grime-
talking about things that no one ever spoke about on Grime.
Facts, bro. Like, Grime gave anyone the ability, and I think drill is slowly turning into that because you've got certain people gatekeeping drill right now. Like Skeptors and Wiley's like sort of gatekeeped Grime, you get me? It's like, it's a bad boy thing, you get me? That's the way it comes across, fam, and it's just like, I don't know, man. I think Grime's where it's at, bro. I'm gonna push Grime to the day that I die because I think Grime is literally the best genre, bro. Big bad thing.
Do you believe Grime could be as big as drill?
Bro, I think, yeah, facts.
Worldwide?
Facts. I do. Defo. I think it almost got there, bro. You had fucking Skepta in America and that. Like, Chip and these, man, was in America and that before Central C and that, bro.
Yeah.
Like, before, like, you see, like, I feel like we just didn't do it right. You get me? Like, I feel like because they was the first MCs, they got took for idiots type shit. Like, they didn't know how to navigate. Like, they were the first man doing it, bro. You get me? They made the money for themselves that they needed to make, and they wasn't really thinking longevity. Although they might have been, you get me? Like, it's dominoes. Like, it didn't really play off. You get me? How it should have. You get me? But I just think, yeah, fam. I think Grime it therefore has that ability in it. You get me? It just needs the same push that they're giving drill. You get me? But I don't know, man.
So how do we bring Grime back?
t.roadz.
Say it again. How do we bring Grime back?
Nah, but for real though, t.roadz though, like, I don't know, man. I think, honestly, yeah, I think it will do it itself. Like, genuinely, like I said, I feel like drill is slowly turning into Grime anyway. And yeah, fam, I feel like once I start dropping music, bro, like, not even on a like big headed thing, fam, but on some G shit, fam, like, again, like I was just saying, like, I want to open up that next avenue, innit? You get me? So I feel like it's possible, bro. Anything's possible that you put your mind to, bro. No one can't tell me that I can't do it, bro. You get me? This is the thing that I've been saying, like, for time. I said it in the other podcast as well, bro. But like, yo, since I started music 7 years ago when I was 12 years old, yeah, Grime is Dead was already a conversation. You get what I'm trying to say? I have 30,000 followers, yeah, on Instagram. I have 160,000 followers on TikTok. You get me? I've done Lord of the Mics. I've been Germany. I've done the mad thing, bro. You get what I'm trying to say? I've built
All before you was 18 years old as well.
I've built a whole career off of this genre that's dead. Get out of here, bro. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that, bro. Big man thing, fam. You get me? Like, there's nothing to say that I can't push that to the next level, bro. You get me? Because I've already took it to where I've took it now. You get me? Like, I have never once been anywhere and called myself the Prince of Grime, and people are calling me that, bro. You get me? I've clashed man like SBK that have sat there and called themselves the Prince of Grime and that. You get me? Yizzy called himself the Prince of Grime. I ain't never called myself that, bro. But people have gave me that
Did you
title,
spin them
bro.
both?
Would I spin them both? Man, let me get an extra drink, yo.
Yeah. Let's get some drinks in here. Let's talk about Lord of the Mics, bro. Because when I was growing up, that was like every MC's dream. Every Grime MC's dream was to get into Jammer's Dungeon and jump on Lord of the Mics. How old was you when you got on Lord of the Mics?
I was 14, you know.
Gotta be the youngest to do it.
Yeah, youngest ever to be on Lord of the Mics. Mad, innit?
Talk to me about Jammer's Dungeon.
You know what's mad? You see when we did it? They did it some bougie thing and that. We weren't even in the dungeon, you know.
I should have kept it in the
They
dungeon.
made it look like the dungeon, but our clash raw weren't the dungeon, fam. It was some next staircase or some next building. You get me? Like, raw weren't the dungeon.
Maybe the dungeon was getting too hot.
Fuck knows, bro. But yo, it was mad though. The Lord of the Mics experience, it was crazy still. You know, at the time, my management was telling me don't do it and that still. I remember it like yesterday, fam. Jammer messaged me. He said, yo, I want you to clash on Lord of the Mics. I said, no, he followed me. You get me? And I was gassed that he followed me, you get me? Cause around that time, I think it's around when I did my black box and that, you get me? Bare different Grime legends started following me, you get me? So when Jammer followed me, I was gassed, you get me? Then like 2 days after he's messaged me now, you get me? It's like, yo, I want you on the next Lord of the Mics. I said, safe. I remember exactly at the time, bro. First thing I said to him, I said, safe. I want to clash Little Lights. I want to clash Little Lights because I remember at the time Little Lights was popping off. He's just like, and at this time I was popping off. You get me? Like my black box and that, but he just come out after me. You get me? And at the time I was like the youngest in the scene, like doing my thing type shit. You get me? So when he come out, pardon me, it looked like competition in it. So I was like, say if I want to clash him, you get me? So then Bomb Jammers asked him and that, but my man said he was doing some album and that. He weren't on it basically.
You reckon he was shook?
The album never dropped to this day, so that speaks for itself.
He was shook then. He was shook.
But yeah, then he's got back to me. He's like, "Yo, I want you to clash SBK." Like, because he was another young MC at the time, but I was 14, he was 17, innit? You get me? So then, boom, I'm just like, yeah, say no more, because there's not really anyone else for me to clash, innit? Same day, bro. Yeah, I'm in the youth club. I remember it. I'm with Major. I'm with Major, bro. Ironically, I'm rest in peace his soul. You get me? But yeah, they're like, fucking, he sent for me. People are telling me, yo, he sent for me and that. The same day I found out that me and him are clashing on Grime Report and that, Lordy and that. Like,
so what? He must have found out before you then.
Fuck knows, blood. But he sent for me. You get me? So cool. I've seen it now. I'm like, shit. Like I got sent back for him. So I've wrote my dub and that now. You get me? Recorded it now. Rang my bridge in the camera, my Ash cameraman and that. I said, yo, we gotta shoot this video. Same day, we've gone to his ends and that, bro. So all the way to Stevenage, like we drove like an hour and a half on the motorway and that, shooting a video outside Stevenage train station and that, rare. We linked Saf one and that on the same day as well before he went in jail around these times. You get me car. SBK mentioned Saf in his dub. He tried to call me Saf one's backup dancer or something like that, you get me? So man just got Saf in the vid quickly and that, and then boom, we've gone to his ends. Then we're outside his ends and that, shooting a video. Then some youths will come up to man, asking man what man's doing and that. I said, yo, I'm sending for this SBK youth. They're like, SBK, like, man, know him and that. Like, I went to school with him and that. Rare. Started giving me his government name, giving me bare info and that. Giving me his addy, bro. You get me? Like, a lot of people don't know this. I think I said it in another podcast and that as well. But we've gone to his yard in the video. Like, there's a shot outside the video. He lives... Obviously, he don't live there no more because he lives in London, innit? But he lived on top of the Dominoes, you get me? Old Town Road or something like that in Stafford, you get me? Stevenage, you get me? Yeah, we there was a little cutaway in the video outside his yard and that. But yeah, fam, man sent for him and then the dubs were flying. And then, yeah, bro, we clashed. And it was crazy still.
How many rounds is the clash?
3.
Is that 3 16s or is it more than that?
Yeah, 3 16s. But I think we went a bit extra in our clash. Because at the end, he tried to drop an extra bar from his dub, innit? From one of the sends and that, you get me? So I was like, nah, fuck that, like, you're repeating bars and that, you get me? So then, like, obviously his dub was Tyrese, so you got my government name in it, and it's just a one-liner, and he just keeps saying Tyrese in it. So man just remixed that quickly, and I'm just saying Tyrese, like, just cussing him and that, you get me? And then, yeah, fam, clash done. It was a mad clash, though. It was a bad boy clash.
How do you think the clash went?
I think it was a draw, fam. I think, yo, at the time, God's honest truth, I think he was a stronger MC than me at the time. I think, but I was 14, fam. Yeah, I'm trying to say, like, I was 14. Like, I don't think I had fully developed as an MC. You get me? Like, shelling man down like that passion on the mic and that, like,
and the intelligence as well, bro, because intelligence comes a lot into when you're writing grime bars and you're clashing people, bro. Intelligence is important, and you're only 14 years old, bro, so you don't have the knowledge of a 17-year-old guy.
I was saying dumb shit, bro.
Yeah.
I was just saying dumb shit, like about beating his sister and like just like bare dumb shit, bro. Like Mom's life, I was rather saying dumb shit that didn't even really. Like, if I was to clash him now, bro, I know what I like. If I was to clash anyone now...
Is there anyone you'd be scared to clash right now? No one in the world?
No. Give me the best MC right now, clash him.
You clash anyone in the world right now?
Nah, let me not even say
Careful, because, yo, I'll set that up, you know.
But, yo, I swear on my life, though, like, on a G thing, like, I'll generally clash anyone, like...
Yeah.
Even man's, like... I'm not saying I don't think there's anyone that's better than me. Because there is MCs that's better than me. You get me? There's man that I learn off and there's man that, like, I be on sets with and I think, yeah, like, these men are hard, you get me, type shit. But, having that being said, let's go, bro. You get me? Like, let's go, fam. You get me? Like, I feel like that's the only way you get better, innit? You get me?
Yeah, you'd hold your weight against anyone right now.
You know what it is? I feel like I'm a bad boy MC, so it's like, I need someone to humble me. Like, I feel like if like, I was to go to a clash and get fucked up, like, get annihilated, yeah, I'd go home and write my best ever tune, bro. Like, my best ever 24 bar. Like, Mom's life. If someone was to smoke me right now, yeah, I promise you, they'd unlock something mad in me, bro. I promise you. Yo, look on Rap Game, bro. After that clash,
we're gonna get there.
I feel like I
but
lost.
Right now, you're on Convos with Curtis, bro, and you got me feeling to set up clashing with Curtis.
Do it, bro. Do it. If there's someone that I think, like, if you give me a name right now and I think they're worth clashing, bro, I'm on it, fam. I swear down, I'm raw on it. I come from Grime, like I'll never say no to a clash. If it makes sense, innit? If it makes sense, I ain't saying no, bro. Let's go, fam. Yes.
Yeah, you can't just be clashing anybody. You t.roadz now.
Yeah, basically.
So the clash is done, Lord of the Mics. Do they bring a decision to who wins, or is it just?
Nah, it's just for the people.
It's just for the people, and then everyone just comments who they think win.
Genuinely, like I think it was just like when it dropped, everyone was just saying like, I think it was a draw. Even JK put out a tweet. He was saying like, yo, like. SPK is a more seasoned artist. Like it's evident, you get me. But I held my own as a 14-year-old youth, bro. At the time, I held my own, bro. Big man thing. So I don't think I got smoked, and I don't think I smoked him. I just think it was bro, one of them ones. Two young MCs swinging it out, having a time of their lives on Lord of the Mics. History.
Did you love it?
Loved it every second, bro. Like man, grew up on Lord of the Mics, bro. You crazy, bro? Like that's. Yeah.
From when there was DVDs and you couldn't even watch it, bro. Like,
fam. Like, I know about Lord of the Mics before I even knew it was Lord of the Mics. You get it? Like, I was watching Lord of the Mics before.
You're going to say Skepta and Devil,
I didn't even know.
To.
Yeah, literally, all them clashes there, bro. But my favourite ever Lord of the Mics clash is JK and Descada.
Incredible.
Bad boy clash,
Incredible.
Bro. I think that's a bad boy clash. I don't know if
Which one? Bro, K-Dot and Deps, bro.
Yeah, bad boy clash. Bad boy clash. All the Brumtown clashes
Rest
I
in
love.
peace, Deps,
even
man.
like Who's the Boss
bro,
and
that
bro,
clash there.
Bad boy clash.
Mad.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
100%. Let's talk about the rap game then, because this is what you've done recently now.
Yeah.
And there's a queue of probably 100,000 people trying to get onto the rap game.
Yeah.
How did you get onto the rap game? Did you apply for it? Was you scouted for it? What happened?
Bro, they've been shouting me since I was like since the first season they've been shouting me. But I don't think I don't know if they knew that I was under 18, but you have to be 18 to be on the show. So I wasn't old enough.
Okay.
But I wasn't on it anyway. Like, I generally weren't on it. Like, I didn't want to be known as someone who goes on one of them shows and that. Like, you know, like, because it's like, yo, that's my man from the rap game, you know. I hate that. I'm t.roadz.
You must get that now.
I get that. I get that. But you know what it is? Like, I feel like I'm in a position now where I can show man that I'm more than that. You get me? So it's calm. You feel me?
You see what I just did there?
Man,
at that point, but listen. At that point, I know it's going to be zoomed into you, so it don't matter. I'm not even on the camera right now. You're talking. I'm thinking, keep talking, bro. I just missed my mouth and my drink.
But yeah, fam, fucking. Yeah, I never, like, you know when you see like set man that go on X Factor and that, and it's like that's my man from X Factor. Like, I just never want, and you know at the same time the Voice Kids and that was shouting me as well. Like, I was just never on any of that, bro. I just thought nah, fam. And then like last year, it got to a point where it was like I felt like not my career was dying down, yeah, but I felt like you know how the music thing goes, fam. Like, you know when you have a buzz, yeah.
I'll just say it now, real quick. Music in the UK is dead at the moment. Facts. It's so dead. Facts. And it's been dead for about a year. It's been
my
dead,
opinion,
bro.
I'd say longer than that.
There isn't nothing coming out. There is no new artist blowing up.
Facts.
There's nothing to play for the clubs. The radio, you won't really hear UK music on anymore.
We've got bare one-hit wonders right now as well.
Yeah.
Bare one-hit wonders. Like, but,
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you, bro. Carry on to what you were saying.
But yeah, fam. Yeah, I was just thinking, like, I don't really want to be known as someone like that, innit? And then, yeah, last year I got to a point where it was like, yo, like, boom, I've been doing music for time now. Yeah. I've been pushing this grime narrative. But I felt like I had evolved as an artist, you get me? And everyone knew me as this young artist, like this Black Box t.roadz and this Lord of the Mics and this, you get me? Like, so I felt like I needed to show everyone the rebrand, but I felt like, obviously they shouted me again, innit, for that season. And I was just...
They shout you every season?
Basically, like, near enough, you get me? And I was debating it for time, and I just thought, you know what, bruv? It makes sense, bro. Like, it's exposure at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. You get me? And I'm a different person right now, so I just want to go on there and just show, man, bruv. Like,
it's big exposure as well, bro.
Yeah, fam, it's TV, bro. Like,
even though people will see you and say, oh, you're from the rap game, blah, blah, blah. But, bro, they know who you are now.
Nah, facts.
And any publicity is great publicity. Whether it's negative, positive, whether it's on the rap game, whether it's through TikTok. It's about what you do with it, like you just said.
Facts.
Where you take it from there is important. So, nah, hang on. We ain't got through the rap game yet. I was just going to ask you, where do you take it from there? But I'm not going to ask you that yet. Talk to me about the rap game. Let's go to your first day.
So my first day, what was my first day now? My first ever proper day.
You go straight into the apartment?
On the first day... No. Wait, did we? I think so. Still. Can't remember, bro. Raw, can't remember. I got the juice in my system and that now. But fucking, basically, yeah. I remember my first day. It was like we met everyone in it. You get me?
Krept and Conan as well.
Yeah. But I don't know anyone. Oh yeah, before this, I've been staying in a hotel for 2 weeks, self-isolating in Manchester. You get me? Because some corona bullshit. You get me? For them to get their license.
Let's not get political.
Yeah. So I've been self-isolating, but I'm self-isolating in a hotel with all the other contestants. But I can't see them. I'm not allowed to leave my room. I'm not allowed to.
You don't even know who they are.
I don't know who nobody is. You get me? And we're not allowed to like announce on social media.
Are you passing man on the stairs thinking,
nah, bro, we don't come out of our room, bro.
Oh, okay.
The only time I come out of my room is we're allowed on a walk a day. You get me? But more time, fam. Like the walk's just teasing, man, bro. I'm going out and I'm seeing man's out and I don't even want to go on a walk, bro. You get me? Like I just go on a walk to smoke more time. But yeah, fam. Man, we're even allowed to smoke loud as well, bro. Crazy. But yeah, fam. Man's gone out there now, yeah.
That's the BBC, bro.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, man's gone into the room and I knew Reaps beforehand. Because of TikTok and stuff.
That's the ukulele guy, innit?
Yeah. So obviously I've clocked that he's on the show and da. I think we did go to the penthouse straight afterwards. Now I think about it.
Penthouse?
Yeah. Yeah, mad, bro. Like it's mad because you're living in a yard with bare man that you're essentially beefing. Like you're competing against, bro.
So you're in this room for 2 weeks, yeah?
Yeah.
And you can't come out your room.
Yeah.
What for food and?
Like man was just ordering beer. Like these man pay for your food and that, bro. Like,
so they're just patting whatever you want. You sorted.
Yeah. Like there was hotel food in it. You get me? But I weren't rating the hotel food. You get me? Obviously we have like a welfare manager, like people that look after us in it. Big up Alicia, car, yo. All my life, like, I'm probably not like. Hopefully I see these people again in it. You get me? Alicia, Abby, Hannah. Big up all of you, like, cause they proper looked after us, you know, like that. Like these, like basically, like had to do anything we wanted them to do, in it, but they looked after us. You get on to say like these, like would go shop for us, get anything we wanted. Like they'd order us food, like the mad thing, bro. Like they proper looked after us. You get me? So big up them. But yeah, fam, I went on the hotel food, so I was just ordering bare food still, no cap. But yeah, it was mad, bro. I was writing bare bars and that as well, fam. Watching bare sets. I remember watching bare clashes because I knew I was going to be clashing on rap game because they always do a clash in it. Yeah, watching bare clashes and that stuff.
The first freestyle on the rap game, I watched the whole series.
Yeah, mad thing.
Obviously, I have to. You were on it. I never watched it before, but I thought if T's on it, I'm watching it. Let's talk about that first introduction that we saw on TV. Obviously, it would have been a lot different for you.
Yeah.
But we saw on TV the first time you walked into that warehouse.
Yeah.
How was that feeling? What happened?
You know what, blood? You know when I first walked in? You know when I seen Reaps and the Dahlia girl from Brum and she knew who I was? That was the first two people I seen, Dahlia and Reaps.
They showed it on TV. She was like, oh my God, that's that Grime. Or something like that. She said something like that.
She knew who I was in it, you get me? And I already know Reaps. So now I'm with two other people that know me and like... She's from Brum. She's from Brum, so I got that. But now I'm not even thinking about that. Like I'm just thinking like I feel comfortable. You get me? Like I feel comfortable. Like it's not like the dickheads in it. Like you know, like if it was dickheads, like if man walked in the room straight away, and man was like, "Yo, like yeah, like I'm gonna spin you, man. Like yeah, you man are the competitors. Safe. Let's see what we got." Like it would have been a whole different energy type shit. But you know, because it was like a friendly thing. Like it was calm. Like I felt comfortable, like really comfortable. And then everyone started coming through. And I felt calm, and I remember seeing the duo come through, and I thought it was twins at first, and then I remember thinking, raw, like, there's two man as one. Like, that's mad, you get me? But I felt bare comfortable, bro. And then I remember we started spitting, everyone started spitting their bars. Even when I stepped up to spit my bars, bro, I felt like yeah, like, it's that time now. I'm ready to activate.
You've been doing this?
You get me? Like, I thought, I'm ready to activate. I gave it the big boy intro. I'm saying, yo, t.roadz, hit with the rhythm, it's the big boy bars. Then I'm gassed now. Then yeah, I flopped the last like 4 bars or something like that. You get me? Bro, I beated myself up differently after that, you know, like when I come out of there, I was thinking, bruv, like I've been spitting for time, bro. I've been on so many sets. I've done clashes. Like I spat for basically every day of my life for the past however long, you get me?
You would think Lord of the Mics would be more pressure than that.
Nah, though, you know.
You're on the spot though, bro. You can't choke on Lord of the Mics, bro.
It's bare different how you think it's gonna be, you know, like, you know when man's there, bro? Yeah, you gotta think of it like this. Like, firstly, the first thing I remember thinking is Krept and Conan stand way closer to man than man thought. Like, you know what you see on TV? Looks like there's some distance.
They just
and
stood at you like...
These men are raw in man's face type shit. You get me? Like, there's probably like 1.5 meters, if that, between man. You get me? So that's the first thing. That's pressure. And these men are just looking at you, examining you. Then, yeah, on top of that, there's about 50 man behind the camera, yeah, camera crew, yeah. But when I say 50 man, don't get it twisted. There's man like Josh and Abby and Alicia, like the welfare managers who are like calm, like they're like man can get on with them and that. But you see half of these lights, camera, and you get me, these man.
Yeah, bro,
these
there's technicians everywhere, bro.
But these men are some like, no offense, big up everyone, I love everyone in it. But these men are some like, them man with the piercings and the long hair and the fucking... You get what I'm trying to say? Like, these man don't listen to man's type of music type shit. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, I know man's not going home and listening to Wiley and Skepta and... Like, he's going home and he's typing in some Calvin Harris and some fucking, like... Yeah. You get what I'm trying to say, bro? Some rock shit or something, you get me? Like,
they're not from your industry, is what you're saying.
So when man's spitting, bro, there's hella stiff heads and that, bro. You get me? Like...
People are thinking, what the fuck's this kid doing?
Yeah. I'm used to being on a grime set, bro, where when I'm spitting, bro, every man's looking at me and it's like, raw, like man, I'm trying to clock onto the bars and spit the bars, and you get me. So it's a whole different energy, fam. So I feel like that's what threw me off for me. And then on top of that, I got 5 of a man behind me that are trying to be better than me, bro. You get me? So I'm trying to be way better than these, man. You get me? And because I'm thinking in my head, yo, like, it's not like, you know, going on a set, bro, I can tell the DJ, yo, fuck that, pull that back, let me go again. Or like, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, if I fuck up my bar, I can just freestyle it. Or like, it's not that, bro. It's the pressure of, you've got to step up to these, man. And that one time when you spit that bar, you've got to get it 100% correct. Like, you know, because you're contemplating that in your head subconsciously, yeah. You just fuck up, bro, automatically, because you're thinking it too much, bro. Like, why am I thinking so much not to fuck up, bro? When I go on a set, I'm not like that, bro. I know that I've got my bar and I know that I'm going to fuck it up, bro. You get me? So I think that was for me. So the first 2 challenges, bro, I flopped them, bro. And I was vexing myself, bro. I was raw, like...
I was vexed with you, bro.
Bro,
I'm watching it and I'm thinking, bro, you're better than this.
Bro, anyone watching it that was vexed with me, yeah, like I say this now to camera, bro. No one was vexed with me how I was vexed with myself. You see, after that second challenge, yeah, these man come up to me with the cameras and that, bro. I walked off camera, bro. You get me? I went and sat in some cafe over the road, bro. And I sat there and I was just pissed with myself, bro. I was just thinking to myself, Rhodes, like, what the fuck, bro? Like, you've come all the way to Manny to show these men that you are the best, bro. Like, you know that you are the best, bro. Like, when man's in Brum, when man's in studio, when man's on a set, when man's on radio, when man's anywhere, bro, man's shelling, bro. So why are you moving like this? And I was just vexing myself for time. And I remember Dan, one cameraman, big him up still. Big up Dan, you get me, car. Yo, he's raw, real G car. Even under, because we weren't allowed to smoke loud. And on the last day, he raw left man a 3-5 and that for man still. Big up.
Probably shouldn't have said that, but yeah, man.
Dan,
he's getting sacked in the morning.
Nah, big up Dan knows though. But fucking, yeah, blood. Like, yo, he sat me down and he was like to me, like, yo, just stop thinking, bro. Like, just stop putting the pressure on yourself. He's like, yo, out of everyone here, you're the one that actually got something to go back to, innit? Like, you're thinking, like, oh, there's all these people at home that are watching you that already know you, that are thinking, like, oh, we know t.roadz, we know what t.roadz is on. Like, you're putting that pressure on yourself because man's already know you, innit? Like, no one knows these youths. If these youths fuck up, you get me, it's mine, I car. You get me? But yeah, I was putting the pressure on myself. He gave man one big pep talk, and then after that, brother, just thought, you know what, fuck it. I had to adapt to the show because you know that second challenge, I sat there and I wrote my techiest bar, bro, because I fucked up the first challenge and I thought, yo, I need to fully show man what I'm on. But I had 24 hours to write and remember that.
Jog my memory. What was the second one?
The second challenge was some fucking the one with Rimsey, some where everyone flopped.
Yeah, is it like a warehouse? Isn't it?
Yeah, where everyone flopped and that. You get me? But yeah, I wrote my techiest bar. You get me? And I thought, yo, I need to show them what I'm really on. But I couldn't write and remember it in 24 hours, and because I was putting that pressure on myself, couldn't get it out, bro. You get me? And then yeah, from after that, I had to adapt to the show. I thought, yo, let me just write slower bars. Let me just, you get me, and just navigate through. I think after that was the hooks challenge where I told them give me a rap beat. They gave me a grimy beat, and even with that, man don't know that you don't get to choose your own beats and that, bro. Like, you get one beat per challenge. If you don't like that beat, you gotta stick with it, bro. You get me? There's one backup beat, but everyone's got that backup beat. So if someone takes that backup beat, you gotta fight over that beat type shit. You get me? But yeah, I think for the second challenge, I had my backup beat, which was a slower rap beat. You get me? And then yeah, bro, I just had to adapt to the show, man. I just had to just move different with it still. I just couldn't give them that. Yeah.
I want to ask you a question. In the rap game, if you never choked a couple of times, do you personally think you would have won?
Yeah. You know that last challenge, the final, if I gave him that in every single challenge,
Was that the Kenny one?
Yeah. I know I would have won. You know, before I went there, I knew I was gonna win, even though I didn't win. Like before I went there, I knew I was gonna win. Cause even now, even LR Luce is winning that. I'm big him up. I rate him. He's hard.
He's cold.
He's fucking hard, bruv. But I think I'm better than him. I do. And I think he knows that as well. That's why when he come into the rap game and that he was saying like, yo, I think my only competition right now is t.roadz and he knew me before it and all that shit, you get me? So like, and Benny and that, you get me? So yeah, fam, I think I'm better than him. I think it's just, he had that consistency on the show. He knew what time it was. He's watched every season. I've only ever watched the first season and the season before my season. You get what I'm
Bro,
saying?
did you not watch them all before you went on there?
Nah, bro. I was supposed to. I planned to.
You should have.
I planned to still. But I just thought, fuck it. I'm an MC. Like, I can do it, bro. Are you mad? like what? From the big, like when I started and before they shouted me for a rap game, there's nothing that I hadn't really done that they did on the show type shit. You get me? So I didn't think like it was a problem. But yeah, them ones. I'm the people's winner though. That's the way I see it. Like, I feel like LR Luce was the rap game winner, but I'm the people's winner. Because I had a journey on the show. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, man fucked up at the beginning. Then man elevated, showed them what I got on. And like I said, for me, that was my rebrand, you get me? So you see that last freestyle, fam? Like, you see the shit I was talking about in that freestyle and that, bro? Like, that was like...
Your last freestyle was incredible.
For me, that was like a chess move that I had to make, bro. Like, God was literally telling me, yo, you have to talk about them things and like that freestyle has to be like that, you get me? So I just feel like everything happened for a reason. Like, I also feel like I wasn't meant to win. I wasn't meant to be seen as the rap game winner.
Do you feel like you should have won?
Nah, bruv. I do, innit?
Yeah.
I do, innit? Like, I feel like I just said, I feel like I was the best. But I feel like everyone should think like that. LR Luce feels like that. You get me? Like, everyone should think they're the best anyway. You get me?
I'm watching the rap game thinking, I know that you're the coldest in terms of talent, bars, delivery, persona, everything. I know that you're the hardest, but you didn't deliver how you could have delivered.
Facts.
Which is why I understand why LR Luce won.
Facts. And I can live with that. Big man thing. I can rather live with that. And like I said, like, I call myself the people's winner because I've been told that, bro. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, since the rap game's finished, I've had hundreds of people come up to man on road and say, yo, I feel like you should have won, bro. You get me? So
it was just the hiccups.
Yeah, I'll hold that. I'll hold that. But yeah, fam, I don't feel like I was meant to win that. I genuinely don't feel like I was meant to win that still. And yeah, I'm very much on that. Like, I let the people just like talk and you get me. Like I said earlier, like, I don't call myself the Prince of Grime. People say that, you get me. So yeah, fam, my man's the rap game winner, but there's bare man out there right now saying that t.roadz should have won, and I can live with that, fam. You get me? Because I let the people talk, the music talks, my bars talk, you know, like that. So
I think it's a little bit of a blessing that you didn't win.
Facts.
Let me tell you why.
I feel like that way as well, though. I'd rather you.
If you win the rap game, you're known as the guy that won the BBC show.
That was a stepping stone for me, bro.
What you've learned from that will be worth way more than that.
Differently.
So, if you're talking about LR Luce, big him up, he's absolutely freezing. I can't take it away from him. He delivered every single challenge he done perfectly.
Facts.
But he is now known as the rap game winner.
Big man saying no.
You are now on your own journey of fighting further to become what you feel you're meant to be.
Facts, though. Facts.
What are you meant to be?
I'm meant to be t.roadz. That's what it is, though. Cause you know what it is? All these years, I say all this stuff about like Grime and rare, but like t.roadz at the end of the day, fam. You know, like that. Like I just said, I let the people talk. The people know what I'm on, bro. Like, if I'm Grime, I'm Grime. If I'm like, the people know. The people can say that, but I'm meant to be t.roadz, bro. You get me? And whatever that is whatever that will be. Whatever I decide to make that be, you get me, with the work that I put in or whatever, you get me. So, yeah, fam. That's the way I answer that, bro. I'm t.roadz. G shit.
What was it like meeting Krypton Conan?
It was alright, man. Like, you know what it is for me? Like, I'm like, there's certain people that I've been gassed to meet. I don't really get gassed when I meet people, innit? There's certain people that mean something to me, innit? Like Wiley. And like, I've still never met Lady Leisha.
Legendary Grime.
I've still
You've never met Leisha?
Bro, She's the only person from Brum I've never met, bro.
That's
Don't
mad.
get twisted. Like she's my G bigger up. I spoke to her.
Yeah,
Like, you
yeah,
get me,
yeah.
like. But I've never ever met her, bro. You get what I'm trying to say? But that's
You
someone
come up
that
on Leisha, basically.
I feel like if I met her, I'd be gassed, bro, because she lives down the road and that. Like she set the blueprint for us, man. You get me? But yeah, fam. I don't really get gassed at people in it, but meeting them, like, it was nice and that. You get me? But them man were paid to do the rap game, innit? Like, you get me? It's one of them.
How scripted is that?
It's like,
Careful.
you know what it is with TV? You know what it is with it's TV at the end of the day. That's where you gotta see it. And you know, because I've been on TV now, I can't watch TV the same. When I watch Love Island and like all them things,
You already know what's going on behind the scenes.
I know exactly what's going on behind
Yeah,
the
yeah,
camera.
yeah.
Like I know exactly what the director's saying. When like the people are asking questions, I know the way they're
When they're
asking
meant
the
to
questions.
walk on.
Yeah, bro. Like,
That
I know,
wasn't right. Walk on
bro,
again.
Facts, bro.
Yeah.
Like facts, bro. Like it's not scripted, so to say, like as in like it's wrote down and this is how it's gotta go. But it's scripted like they know the direction they want to take it. So even with me, like they push that Grime narrative that is this Grime kid and But I was saying like I went on there to say that I'm more than Grime. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, but just bare little things like they have the narrative that they're gonna push, and when they ask certain questions, they ask it in a certain way to make you say certain things and like after rap game.
Bit like I do.
Yeah, basically. But I've had mans come up to me after rap game and saying like, oh, I don't rate my so and so from rap game. I think he come across like a dickhead on camera and that. But it's the way that they ask the questions and edit it to make it look like we're against each other. Or like you get what I'm trying to say,
Of
like
course it is.
shit like that, fam. So yeah.
Rounding up the podcast now, I want to know what your plans are going forward. So you've done the rap game, you've done Lord of the Mics, you are flying the flag for Grime. You know what? I want to ask you one more question, actually. If we're talking about Birmingham, who's flying the flag for Grime?
I think it's a collective right now, you know.
Tell me who.
I think right now we've got a little movement going on for the first time in a long time. But I think me, Trappy, Cree, big three strikers right there, you get me? Then we got Vante, we got Driz GB, a pen game champion, we got DH. But there's too many names to mention. Like we got a little era going on right now still. That I think is therefore pushing the narrative. We're getting shouted by Bear Man right now. You get me? Like Bear with the olders are clocking onto what man's going on, and we're mingling with the right people. So yeah, fam, I think there's a little collective that's pushing Birmingham Grime right now. Mayday Stretch. You get me? Enough man. Manage, bro. But them man are OGs. Manage and them man have been pushing.
That's a shout out, man. I used to work with him, bro.
Yeah,
I used to work with him, and he'd be in work, and he always be just spitting Grime bars, and he's still there now, flying the flag. So big up Manage, man.
Yeah, manage my G still.
Yeah.
Joke. You always try to prank call me and that, bruv.
yeah. He's funny, bro. But you know what? He's proper stuff, though.
Yeah,
he's proper stuff. Where do you go from here, bro? What's the plan?
Bro, just put it this way, innit? You get me? Bare music. That's the way to put it. I feel like in my career, I've done a lot of stuff without the music. You get me? Without projects, without singles, solid singles. You get what I'm trying to say? So, yeah, just put it that way. Bare music, bro. You get me?
What can we expect next?
I think...
you know what?
I think...
For Convos with Curtis, I need the exclusive. I need a release date.
What's the date right now?
It's the 13th of April.
Alright, safe. Yeah, you're definitely gonna get something before April's done. That's all I got to say. That you're definitely gonna get a single before April's done. You get me? I think now I'm sitting on a project right now, innit? Yeah, but I'm playing the singles game because I feel like we're in a short attention span era right now.
100%.
And
Social media.
And I want my music to get digested properly. You get me? Because man make bad boy music. But yeah, if I'm just expect bare music from me, bro, bare singles, bare works, bro. You literally, we got some. Yeah, man. I'm not even gonna talk, but we got some bad boy players in the making.
Talk, man. I wanna know, man.
Bro.
Come on, man.
We've been rubbing shoulders with legends. That's all I got to say. We've been rubbing shoulders with absolute legends, bro, in this thing, bro. Birmingham 012 on legends, bro. You get me? So yeah, fam. Expect a lot still.
So Grime's coming home.
Grime's been home, fam. I'm just waiting for people to realise, bro. Literally. It's as simple as that.
Ending the podcast now, bro. I want to know a quote that you live by. Something that you live by day to day.
Something that I live by day to day.
And don't say Grime.
Nah, I think something that I live by day to day is just...
You fucked up my mic.
Let everything be.
Say again.
Let everything be, bro. You know what it is, fam? You see, in a life, bro, yeah? Things are gonna happen, fam. You get me? But everything is like nothing is changeable. You get what I'm trying to say? Like you see things that you go through in day-to-day life, fam. Like you see something that's happened, bro. It's already happened. You get me? So you can't change it. You get me? So just let things be, bro. That's something that I live by still. Just go through life and navigate through life. Find your purpose, bro. And just chase it, bro. Just live by it, bro. You get what I'm trying to say? And let things be. You get me? Don't let anything distract you from your goal, bro. You get me? Just get there.
Without rain, there will be no sunshine.
We say that. Facts. Without rain, there'll be no sunshine. Facts. Big man thing.
Bro, thank you so much for your time.
Any day.
I've really enjoyed this podcast.
No
you know,
worries.
me and you have got loads of stuff that we're working on.
Big
or we're
boy
going
boys.
to work on.
Facts.
And I'm proud of you, bro. Watching you grow from the age of probably 14, 15 to where you are now. You're a grown man now. When I met you, you was just a kid.
Facts.
You came to my studio and you was a kid.
Facts.
And I'm very proud of where you're going, what you're doing, and what you stand for.
Facts.
So big up yourself, bro. Don't let no one steer you off your journey. And thank you so much for your time today.
No more. I listen, big up Curtis though, you know, cause he's a real bad boy. You get me? He's bringing the scene together right now. He's making moves that people ain't really making. You get what I'm trying to say? So big up Curtis, family.
My brother.
My bro.
Typical. End of the podcast, we're going to make a phone call, yeah? Alright, you're watching Convos with Curtis. Make sure you like and subscribe. Comment what you think in the comments. t.roadz should have won the rap game. He never, because he had a few stutters. But you know he would have otherwise.
Gang.
You know it, bro.
Facts
you
though.
would have won
Facts
otherwise.
though.
So
Facts
yeah,
though.
thank you so much for coming through, bro. And thank you for watching the podcast. Like and subscribe.